So looking at Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, for example, like they dropped the fitness line because it works. It works with their lifestyle they was already living. They work out outside in elements, so they made workout clothes. Like, it just makes sense. People saw them living it as a lifestyle before they even made it a brand. Like, and I follow Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, so I was seeing the same thing. That's authenticity. Like, I got inspired from like, oh yeah, this is fire. But I don't gotta fake it. I live this, you know, and that's why the hood rock with me, because I live it and they rock with JizzJuice. So one of the moments that really stuck with me is parents telling their kids, you know, that didn't like to eat vegetables. They hitting me like, yo, my kid don't want to eat vegetables, you know, can you make this juice? Because, you know, they might not even realize there's actually vegetables in it. And I'm like, when I first heard that, I was tripping. I said, nah, no way this person just said that. But I had to think about it, because my little cousins are the same way. They don't like eating vegetables. They spend 3 hours to eat 5 pieces of broccoli, and that is no cap. But when I juice something like a cucumber or spinach or something like that, and they try to juice, they'll drink it. Crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. But even grandparents who are sick, you know, their grandchildren I may know hit me up like, yo, I need some juice, what you got, you know, such and such is sick, I'm trying to get them right, and I told them about you, I want them to try it for themselves. I was like, hold up, I might be onto something, you feel me? And because this ain't Capri Sun, this ain't Minute Maid, this is fresh fruit, veggie first, no sugar, no additives, and they keep coming back. So what this means is that, you know, I show you how to make it, so you know I'm not capping. So that's why I feel like it means the most, like, especially because it's, say they putting them on, I don't know what's happening behind closed doors, it's hypothetical. Say they putting them on or whatever, and they like, yo, look, this is how he makes it. And they're like, oh wow, yeah, let me get one of them, let me get 2 of them. That may be happening, you know, in my mind I feel like it is, but whatever. For the kids who are used to sugar and the elders that's used to medicine, to embrace JizzJuice though, that's the blessing right there. No money amount, no none of that. I don't care. If this was a communist society and motherfuckers was doing this off the strength of love, I'd still do it. Like, no bullshit, because I really actually enjoy it. It just reminds me that it's bigger than the product, because it's health, it's trust, it's a new habit for the next generation. No bullshit. So year 1 showed me the love, the trust, and the culture, but year 2, this is where I'm trying to elevate with JuiceIT, Juicepreneur, JuicePlug, all these plays, and we're gonna talk about it. So today marks the first official day I decided to sell juice, like mentally. So from this day, well, it's the 28th now, but from the 27th to October 5th, 2024, that was when things really started to look real. And this is before the logo, this is before the post on October 5th. This is when I really made up in my mind, like I said, and then 1 year later, here we are. You know, year 2 is about making this way beyond the bottles, way beyond the name, because I've been hearing about the name. I should change it. It's trademark. It's not getting changed. First up, we're going to talk about JuiceIT. So JuiceIT is my new app that's going to be on the App Store and Google Play Store for you guys once it gets approved by both Google and the App Store. I'll ask for beta testers at first, but this is where you pick how you feel, if you're bloated, tired, stressed, and then you pick a goal. So off those 2 inputs, AI function that I have made will take those 2 inputs and it'll put together a personalized juice recipe on the spot. It take 5 seconds, maybe, not even. And then you can make it at home, you can turn it into a smoothie, you can save it for later, you can order it, and it's your juice plug in your pocket for real. And you get 3 free generations a day. So, you know, obviously use them wisely. You probably won't use all 3. And then there's Juicepreneur OS. So before, I was drowning in 12 Google Sheets, formulas, tabs, refreshing, and I feel like it wasn't sustainable. So internally, I built my own system back in June. I used it throughout the summer up until now, just to test and see if this is something that I feel like could benefit the market when it comes to juice owners, and then knowing where the market is going, like number wise, like from where it is now to where it's going to be in 5 years. It's going to grow 20%, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'm just going off memory. I feel like this is the best way that juice owners and juicepreneurs, single, small team enterprises, they'll be able to track orders, customers, inventory, and expenses in minutes and not hours. So even if you fall back 6 weeks of, you know, things you gotta log, it can help you catch up in 90 minutes, because it happened to me. Year 2 is about scaling smarter for me with tools and systems, because systems is everything. So being a JuicePlug ambassador, that actually changes how I move. It changes how you move. If you qualify, meaning you're in my top 2 VIP tiers, you'll get your own code, like your name with 20 next to it, and anybody who uses it saves 20% on cleanses and subscriptions with me. So that means they use that forever. So once they lock into subscriptions, they get 20% off of it forever. Then you get 15% of everything you bring in month to month. So do the math. Subscriptions, for example, say, this is not mine, but say, for example, my subscription was $75 a month, right? If you bring in 5 subs, that's $375 a month. You get 15% off, so that's an extra $56. All you did was send a code, bring them to me, I do the work, and fill out the rest. You get $56 just from doing nothing, for real. So every month they stay on, you get that. You feel me? Juice programs are one-off deals unless somebody gets them every week, but every month. But it's the same deal. You get 50% off of whatever you bring in. And the 20% code, like I said, they can use it forever. So JuicePlug isn't about sipping the culture, it's about spreading it. You know, spread the love. If you're not copying, the least you could do is spread the love, but you gotta qualify first, or we'll figure something out. What excites me most about JizzJuice. What excites me the most about JuiceIT is that I feel like it solves a real problem. All year, people was hitting me like, what juice is good for this? Or where do I start? And I try to answer them, but sometimes I miss them just in the DMs, or I forget. You know, that's not the transparency I was trying to stand on. But like I said, I'm one person, and I was trying to maintain a lot of things and be creative at the same time. No excuses. So that's why I built JuiceIT, because I didn't want to leave nothing undone on the table. So you basically, like I said, you select how you feel, your goal, and it gives you a personalized juice recipe, plus why it's behind it. So you can save it, make it, order it. And the fact that shit, it's for everybody. Beginners, gym bros, gym girlies, people on the go. It just makes juicing simple for the culture. Like, I'm just trying to be there for y'all as much as I can, you feel me? So building Juicepreneur OS for myself at first, it was a game changer, because I'm like, yo, I could stop using sheets, I could delete this. Now if I log batches, flavors, expenses in my notebook, I can easily transfer it into a system in minutes. All I have to do is click a button, fill in what I gotta fill in, everything updates automatically. So it calculates on the back end, sales, inventory, customer behavior. So like I said, that's how I know that how many orders people get, because by each customer it tells me how many times you ordered, and now it has which VIP tier you're actually locked into now that I started this. So man, if I built it for me, it can help other juicepreneurs too. Like, I'm not selfish. So it don't matter if you 5 years in, 3 months, if you got data, you can upload it and get clarity right away. Now the date that's coming out is going to be on the market is coming soon. I'm just letting you guys know what's in store for year 2 as we start year 2. I'm making sure the security is right at first, because I don't want none of your customer information to get leaked. I don't want none of that. I want everything polished, so when you get it, it's everything you wish you had day 1. Because why not, right? So the mission for year 2 is simple: consistency and elevation with pace. I don't want to be so effective I'm not efficient. I don't want to be so efficient I'm not effective. I'm shooting for balance. With JuiceIT, Juicepreneur, JuicePlug, and the 16-ounce bottles rolling out, the goal is to stay consistent and just refine as we go along. Make juice on time, deliver on time, give value on time. That's it. And this show right here, Preston Bless, this was a little choppy, you feel me, at first, because I have these notes written down I'm bouncing off of, because that's how I like to work. But it's a part of that consistency too. I'm supposed to show up for y'all every day, every week. I'm supposed to show up for y'all every week. No false promises. Every week at 7 p.m. on Sundays. This weekend was crazy, so this is why it's going out late. But nah, for real, Preston Bless is definitely a part of this consistency. It won't be perfect, but as long as I wake up every day, show up for my family, be there for the kids at the school, and build this brand, I'm good. So if y'all are patient with me, I truly appreciate it. And I'll be here every Sunday at 7 p.m. You know, everything's gonna be well researched, and we gonna We gonna grow. We gonna pace ourselves, and we gonna be disciplined. So the only thing I want people to look back at JizzJuice this time next year, rolling into year 3, and say, the only thing I want y'all to say is, Juiceman, yeah, that's him, because damn, that motherfucker is on one. That's it. That's all I want. I don't care if you love it, if you hate it, if you like, don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe, cop, don't cop, doesn't matter. As long as you acknowledge Juiceman, yeah, that's him. Yeah, because that motherfucker is on one. That's it. So I appreciate y'all. I will be back next week at 7 p.m. You feel me out? Some of these segments will get chopped down, so y'all can go watch that. Go watch the playback. Be on Instagram, follow Twitter. You feel me? Do all of that. You know, put somebody on. And we out.